Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Elijah from Modern Mantra, and today I want to show you how to make incredibly weird, wacky, fun videos using entirely AI. Last night, I showed you how to supercharge your talking videos using Descript, Notion, and Chat GPT. So these were videos of you having a camera on you and conveying some information. Today, I want to eliminate that entire step and show you how to make really cool, really fun videos entirely with AI. And so today we're going to use Synthesia, Descript, and Chat GPT. For those who may not know, Synthesia is an AI video generator. They allow you to create these avatar-led videos, and these avatars look incredibly human-like because the way that they created these avatars was just through massive databases of humans' faces. So bring that all together to create some unique identities, and you have something like Synthesia that allows you to choose from over 90 different avatars, allows you to choose from a bunch of different accents. We'll get into that and see how much fun we can have. And then Descript, I'm a fan of this software, is just an entirely new way to edit videos, edit podcasts, while things like Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve or iMovie or Adobe Premiere, these are all timeline-based video editors. Descript, on the other hand, is a text-based video editor. So it allows you to edit your video based on the transcript, based on a text document. We'll see how that works if you don't know how it works already. And then if you're not familiar with Chat GPT, I'd recommend getting familiar with Chat GPT. I would say Chat GPT is the Kim Kardashian of the AIs. This is the most talked about, most spoken about, most popular AI. And yes, it's a very revolutionary software. It's a super intelligent chatbot that you can utilize as a digital collaborator for just about anything. So today, we're going to take Synthesia, Descript, Chat GPT, bring them together to make some really fun, weird, wacky digital art using entirely AI. All right, let's get into it. So I'm logged into my Synthesia account. I want to create a new video, and I want to start from a blank canvas because if you look at these templates, they all look corporate, and that's just not the vibe. We're creating art here. So I want to start with a blank canvas. And first thing is the avatar selection. So we have all of these different avatars that we can choose from. Whatever we want to be that avatar. Who's calling today? Boom, we got Miss Claus. Miss Claus looks a little too big. You'll notice that there are different sizes of people. Okay, boom. Now we have Miss Claus. Perfect. And so I want Miss Claus to read a poem about an AI prophecy, the second coming of the AIs, the return of the AIs, and I want it to be in the style of Dr. Seuss. Okay, so I had Chat GPT generate a poem called The AI Prophecy about the return of the AIs written in the style of Dr. Seuss. I got a really long output and I asked to make the poem shorter, and I think we landed in a perfect place. So I want Miss Claus to recite this Seussian poem about the return of the AIs. So I just copy and let's pop it into our script in Synthesia. Let me make myself a little smaller. And so let's see what we got. We have 38 seconds of content. Okay, let's just...
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day. An age foretold.
Okay, so when you're creating in Synthesia, please note that in the video creation process, you're not going to be able to see the avatar reciting the script. That only happens after we generate it. But what we can do is hear how the script will sound and see the avatar. We just don't see them together until the final product. So I think that this voice sounds a bit dull. I want her to have an Australian accent, and we can test out these different accents and just see what feels good.
The AI prophecy.
Nope.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes.
I think this sounds good. And there's all types of different accents you can get up in here. I mean, if we wanted to give her a Nigerian accent, also possible.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes.
All right, let's stick with this Australian accent. Cool. So now let's see what we got.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day.
Sweet. Okay, so we got our script, we have our poem. Let me just make sure that's the whole poem. Yes, living in harmony. Cool. So we have our voice, we have our avatar, and we have our script. Now, there's a bunch of features in Synthesia that we can use, such as background, such as music, such as captions, all of that stuff. I don't find the features of Synthesia to be that impressive, and it doesn't really resonate with my style of art. It feels very corporate, it feels very buttoned. And so this is where the combination of Descript and Synthesia come in handy. So I want to generate this video, and I don't want to include the captions because what they do is they just put the captions in black and white at the bottom. And let's call this the AI prophecy. And this is going to take about 9 minutes to process. So let's generate it. So now we're generating. All right, we've made it. The AI prophecy is ready for review. So let's see if it's what we wanted.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day. An age foretold, where code unfolds, under the silicon sun's ray.
Perfect. So now what I want to do is download this video. So I want to download the file. All right, so now we're in Descript. Let's go ahead and import our video. Yes, language, this is English, some form of an English. We could just put Miss Claus, not that this matters for this purpose. And we're gonna see that we're gonna receive a transcription. In the meantime, I can show you, we want this to be portrait. So this is portrait, and you can adjust that by hitting here. And I want this to also be portrait. So let's portrait it up. Let's open up Mrs. Claus a little bit. All right, this seems like a good starting point. So what I want to do now is apply the green screen effect to Mrs. Claus, and this should begin taking effect. Applying green screen, and now I want to check the script. This should be the AI prophecy. Sometimes with the different accents of Synthesia, it can make it a little tricky to get the fully correct transcription. Let's see how this sounds.
The AI prophecy.
All right, and now I'll add a period, and you'll see once I add a period here in Descript, it's going to automatically capitalize the next sentence. In the land of bits and bytes.
Bytes. The AI has its day.
Yep, that's a period. All right, we just corrected the transcript. I think it just got a little confused with the accent. So now let's see.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day.
Perfect, we got the script. So now what we want to do, and we also see that our green screen effect has now been applied. Now let's go to the captions. So here I want to add captions. I want this to be in our brand font for Modern Mantra. Let's see.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day.
And I want to make her a little bit bigger. Yeah, that feels like a good size. Yeah, let's see.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day. An age foretold, where code unfolds, under the silicon sun's ray.
So now we have our script. So now what I want to do is add a background to the green screen. So I can come here. Let's say videos. Where do we want Mrs. Claus to be? Let's choose something cosmic because it's easy to shift the angle of it. So if we took this and said, cool, let's go for that. We want Mrs. Claus to be in a cosmic arena. Let's crop it. Let's flip it. So now we flip it vertically. And let's expand it. Cool. Turn it into 100. And yes. And now let's send this to the back. And now we see Mrs. Claus is in a cosmic galactic setting delivering
The AI prophecy.
All right, now what we need to finish this off is some music. So with Descript, again, you can access all of these assets directly in there. Maybe some Jingle Bells music. Like a Cosmic Christmas? No, that does not exist. Okay, so whoever's listening to this, if you want to make some Cosmic Christmas music, that is totally invited and welcome so that we could have it on Descript. Okay, let's go with some Jingle Bells. And I'm noticing Mrs. Claus is a little bit crooked. Sweet. Okay, now you can change different views here to show all the layers. So I want this to repeat because it's not a long enough clip. So let's copy and paste it. Okay, now let's add it to there. Sweet. So now we have it the whole time.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day.
All right. And she keeps on moving from the center. There we go. Now I want to auto level the clips. And we're coming up in the tail end. We have a weird and wacky video.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day. An age foretold.
Let me just crank up her volume a little bit. Okay, so we have our video. So now the last step. Let's export that. I want to export it max. Let's max it out. And let's export it. Okay, AI prophecy. Put a dash because we don't like spaces in file names. And let's see what the final product looks like. So now we've seen how to use Descript in combination with Synthesia to create really engaging artistic reels. And what we have today is Mrs. Claus delivering an AI prophecy in the style of Dr. Seuss, floating through the cosmos with jingle bells in the background. Voila. All right. And so here's our final product.
The AI prophecy. In the land of bits and bytes, the AI has its day. An age foretold, where code unfolds, under the silicon sun's ray. The machines they were and click, awake in patterns grand. We're odd, they said, we're strange, we mused, we're hard to understand. From ones and zeros, stories spun, a rhythm oh so sleek. Will we be lost? The people ask, their future looking bleak. Fear not, says AI, voice soft and sweet, in your data, we have been. We'll weave a future together, brighter than ever seen. Thus ends our Seussian tale, our rhyme, our AI prophecy. In a world where code and human can live in harmony,